What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Another one. Another one. What's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are striving for your purpose and mission in life. You guys are going out there, working hard for it, grinding it out, and getting rewarded for it. Because at the end of the day, when we go after our purpose and mission in life, good things do happen. Today, we're going to talk about, will my ex forget about me? Now, I got this comment here from Brandon. Um, and thank you so much for commenting on my videos. I really appreciate you taking the time, and you're seeking out for advice, and it's really, I really do appreciate the fact that that you know you seek me out. But today, we're gonna read we're gonna read his comments, and then we're gonna walk him through on what he should be doing and what his advice is. So let's get started. First of all, thanks for the new video, man. Always keeping it real. Anytime. I have a question concern. I was in a almost 3-year relationship. About 2 months ago, she left me. She started clubbing and talking to new guys that she said were friends. That she said they were friends. 2 days after the breakup, I begged. I begged. She pushed me further away. Ooh, you know what happens when you beg, and women do not like beg. I know that. Um, and so I manned up and walked away. Never initiated contact with her as the weeks went by. She never initiated contact with her. Well, that's good. You should always, it's pretty much like you shot. It's like you went to shoot your shot. See if you had a chance to get back with her because you missed her and you realized what you had and stuff like that. It's really normal, and it's kind of hard to get out of our emotions, but it takes a it we learn from it. So, um, but she went clubbing and talking to new guys and stuff like that. So this is her way of trying to process and how to get over you and stuff like that. This is and I'm not gonna say this is what a lot of women do, but this is what some women will do, thinking that's the solution. Um, but so I manned up and walked away, never initiated contact with her as the weeks went by. As the weeks went by, she would text me asking how I was and asking to be friends, but I kept denying to be friends, as you should, because she's your love interest, that's your romantic interest and stuff like that. And just to be friends with someone who you will always see as a romantic interest is just so strange, because it's just like they can come to you one day and it's just like, I got a boyfriend problem, stuff like that, and you're not the boyfriend. It's like, fuck, dude. Like I'm really letting this person take me for granted. So, and it's not right for the girl to do something like that. And yeah. So I blew her off and started hanging out with my buddies. Words got out to her that I was having fun now, so she started and um, that she was having fun now. So around 4 weeks after the day she left, she started calling me and begging for me to take her back. Ooh. In that case, taking her back, I wouldn't take her back right away, but let's see what happens. Right when I was moving on, I took her back in a heartbeat, ignoring her new guy friends. She told me about and ignoring how she left me to go clubbing. She said she would drop everything to be with me again. She's stroking your ego, man. That's a case of stroking your ego and trying to gain her power, because the fact that you were moving on is that she saw that you were gaining so much power, and she didn't like that you were having too much fun and that you were moving on without her. Trust me, a lot of girls do this, and again, another selfish act from them. And I don't think it's based on true love. I don't think it would be based on true love. I think it's just um, something where they think that you're not supposed to have fun unless she has fun first. So, and I can tell you this too. Like I kind of been in a similar situation, and the only thing is that we weren't like officially back together, but you could say, but from us hanging out and stuff like that, we were pretty much just without the title on it. Um, but she said she would drop everything to be with you again, and we were together for about a month and a week ago. For about a month and a week ago, she started to become cold and saying she needs time to think and she's confused about us and her life. So she called it quits again, breaking my heart. And I simply said, "Okay, I hope you find what you're looking for. Goodbye." And then she replied saying she's not looking for anything from me to understand that, and she said goodbye, and that's the last time we talked. It's been around like 10, 11 days since then. No word from her. I hate to say that I'm counting the days like I did the first time she left, but I am, and I found out 3 days after the breakup she went clubbing again, and that broke me even more. I won't ever contact her again unless she contacts me, but even then, I shouldn't take her back. And now she knows she can have me anytime she wants because the first time I took her back so easy. Does she miss me? We were always together and we have so many memories. How can she move on so quickly? Is she thinking of me? Will she ever come back? Thank you. So that's the thing right there. You took her back so quickly that she took you for granted again. And you weren't and because you took her back so quickly, you weren't really playing the game for her. You weren't playing hard to get. And it's a little fucked up in a lot of people's heads, but they usually like what they can't have. And what you should have done, I don't think you should have taken her back. I don't think, getting her, even if you did play hard to get, I still don't think it would have been working out for the long run, because it's clear that she had an objective, and that objective was to get back with you so she can be in her power. And I think what you need to do, man, is you need to have your fun, go out with your boys, talk to so many girls that you talk to girls. You don't even have to date, but just talk to them, and pretty much just try to move on that way. Don't talk about your feelings. That's the last thing you ever want to do as an alpha. You don't want to talk about your feelings. And is she gonna miss you? You guys were always together. Here's another thing about always being together, and this is something I learned from from one of my previous relationships. We were always together, and I think it got to the point to where we really didn't appreciate each other, and it got to the point where we got tired. I think you know we were prone to get on each other's nerves so easy, and I think time, space, and freedom is what I talked about in one of my videos, was something that was missing, because there were so many times where I didn't want to be without her, and vice versa. Um, but time, space, and freedom was one of the greatest gifts that you can give to someone that you really love, and this is something that's gonna be this is something for you to move forward with. Always give your significant other time, space, and freedom. Like, go have your guy time, or and let her have her girl time and stuff like that. You know, you gotta learn how to be away from each other so you can learn from each other, and so you can learn what you have, so you can appreciate one another. Um, but she will miss you. Trust me. When you're with someone for almost 3 years, 3 years, I mean, dude, it's really hard because that's 3 years of someone's life, and that's a significant amount of time, and it's kind of hard to get for some people, for most people, it's hard to get over, because that's 3 years of your life, and you wanted that to work out. I mean, I was in that position. I was actually in that position too, but you just learn to move on, even if that's not what the person wants and stuff like that. Just learn to move on. And obviously, you don't want to worry about her. If she's thinking of you, she's always going to be thinking of you. I mean, maybe not 24/7, but there will be times of where she's thinking of you, because there will be times where you guys are so far apart that she will appreciate you, and maybe she will try to come back, but I wouldn't let her back in so easily. That's my only thing. I wouldn't let her back in so easily, only because it gives her another opportunity. It may give her another opportunity for her to manipulate you and to think that she can have you so easy again. So that's pretty much what it is, and um, this is what you got to do. Have fun with your life. Focus on your purpose and mission in life, and just search for you, man. That's what you got to do. And you know, if you really love this girl, and if you really love her from the bottom of your heart, you let her go and let her find her happiness. Whether it's with someone else or with something, if she's happy with someone else, give her that happiness. I mean, that's basically what every guy needs to do. It's the toughest thing you pretty much it's the toughest thing to do, but that's really gives us no choice but to do so. And that's how we actually get stronger on a day-to-day basis. Um, another advice that I strongly advise for you to do not look on her social media. That is probably one of the things that you don't want to do, because if you try to look at her social media, you're going to feel this little tension in your stomach that you're not going to want to move on because that person's so happy without you. Trust me, it's not a good thing to do. I think I did it just for like a month, and I was just like, I'm done. um, and yeah, that's something that you don't want to do. I have not done that for a very long time, and I don't plan on doing it again. I don't plan on doing it again because I care about my health, and I don't need to be stressed over someone else that doesn't want me. So that's what. So this is. So I really hope you find this information valuable. And if anybody else is watching this and you're in the same similar situation as Brandon, I hope you find this information valuable. And of course, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. And it's your boy Dominic Cruz coming at you with another video. Yes, another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Later, guys.